Imagine waking up tomorrow and finding your retirement account has plunged 15% overnight. Your local stores have doubled their prices, and American factories you invested in are suddenly shutting down. This financial earthquake isn't caused by a market crash or pandemic. It's the direct result of a single pen stroke, the signing of tariff policies that have triggered a global economic chain reaction. Right now, we're witnessing the most aggressive trade war in modern history. President Trump's 125% tariff on Chinese goods and China's retaliatory 84% tax on American products aren't just political maneuvers, they're financial weapons, with your money caught in the crossfire. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on this economic battlefield and showing you exactly how to protect and grow your wealth while others panic. At their core, tariffs are taxes imposed on imported goods. When a product crosses a national border, the importing country adds a fee calculated as a percentage of that product's value. A $100 product from China now faces a 125% tariff when entering the United States. This means importers must pay an additional $125 to the U.S. government, bringing the total cost to $225 before it even reaches American shelves. Tariffs have existed throughout economic history. In 1789, the very first act of Congress signed by George Washington was the Tariff Act. The Smoot-Hawley Tariff Act of 1930 raised import duties during the Great Depression, with devastating consequences. Global trade plummeted by 65%. Why would America implement these tariffs? The intended benefits are significant. First, domestic job protection and creation. When foreign goods become more expensive, American-made products become more competitive. This aims to encourage buying American, potentially boosting domestic manufacturing employment. During the steel tariffs of 2018, U.S. Steel announced plans to reopen dormant plants and hire thousands. Second, tariffs generate revenue for the U.S. Treasury. In 2019, U.S. Customs collected roughly $71 billion in tariff revenue, and current rates would substantially increase that figure. Third, tariffs serve as leverage in international negotiations. When threatened with steel tariffs in 2018, South Korea agreed to double the number of American automobiles that could be sold in their market without meeting local safety standards. Fourth, reducing trade deficits. The U.S. has run persistent trade deficits for decades, with the 2024 deficit approaching $1 trillion. Tariffs aim to rebalance this equation by reducing imports while potentially increasing exports. Finally, national security concerns drive certain tariff decisions. By maintaining domestic production in strategic industries like steel and semiconductors, the U.S. reduces vulnerability to foreign supply disruptions during crises. Since President Trump's inauguration in January 2025, we've witnessed a flurry of tariff announcements. On February 1st, a 25% levy on Canadian and Mexican exports to the U.S., plus an additional 10% on Chinese goods. By February 10th, a 25% import tax on all steel and aluminum entering the United States. Through March, tariffs on Chinese imports increased to 20%, with certain exemptions for other countries. By early April, a universal 10% levy on imports from all countries except China, which faced the 125% rate. China's retaliatory 84% tariff on American products took effect on April 10th, targeting agricultural products, automobiles, and technology. Most countries have been granted a 90-day pause, with the baseline 10% rate applying everywhere but China. The economic repercussions are far-reaching and complex. For consumers, the Peterson Institute estimates the average American household will pay an additional $2,400 annually in higher prices due to the current tariff structure. Consider the 2018 to 2019 washing machine tariffs. University of Chicago research found that after a 20% tariff, prices rose 12% immediately. Consumers pay $1.5 billion more annually, while the tariffs only generated $82 million in government revenue. For investors, tariffs create sector-specific winners and losers. American steel producers saw stock prices jump 5 to 10% following tariff announcements. Meanwhile, companies dependent on Chinese manufacturing experienced volatility and downward pressure. The bond market also reacts. When tariffs trigger inflation concerns, bond yields typically rise, as investors demand higher returns to offset inflation risk. Countries adapt to trade barriers with sophisticated counter-strategies. Trade diversion is already happening, with Chinese companies shipping through third countries to avoid U.S. tariffs. During 2018 to 2020, Vietnamese exports to the U.S. surged 41%, with evidence suggesting many goods were simply transshipped through Vietnam. Currency devaluation provides another counterbalance. When the Chinese yuan weakened against the dollar during previous trade tensions, it effectively offset a portion of the tariff impact. Historical examples show how protectionist policies often lead to unintended consequences. When the U.S. imposed tariffs on Japanese automobiles in the 1980s, Japanese manufacturers responded by building factories in America. Today, Toyota, Honda, and Nissan produce millions of vehicles annually in the United States. For investors, tariff situations demand strategic adjustments based on historical patterns. Domestically focused, small-cap stocks have historically outperformed multinational large caps during trade tensions. During the 2018 to 2019 tariff escalation, the Russell 2000 small-cap index outperformed the S&P 500 by approximately 3%. Defensive sectors like utilities, healthcare, and consumer staples tend to outperform during periods of tariff uncertainty. During the 2018 tariff implementation, utilities outperformed the broader market by nearly 8%. Commodities present both risks and opportunities. When China implemented retaliatory tariffs on U.S. soybeans in 2018, prices fell by over 20%, devastating American farmers. Meanwhile, Brazilian soybean farmers saw record profits as Chinese buyers shifted their purchases. For bond investors, inflation concerns become paramount. The New York Federal Reserve estimated that the 2018 tariffs increased the consumer price index by 0.3%. With current tariff rates much higher, the inflation impact could be significantly greater. How can we protect and grow our wealth during this period of trade uncertainty? Geographic diversification is essential. Portfolios heavily concentrated in either U.S. or Chinese assets face heightened volatility. European and emerging market investments outside the direct tariff crossfire may offer more stability. Income-generating investments merit special attention. When capital appreciation becomes more uncertain due to trade tensions, dividend and interest income provides portfolio stability. Companies with consistent dividend growth histories and strong domestic revenue streams offer particular value. Real assets, like real estate and certain commodities, have historically provided inflation protection during periods of trade-induced price increases. During the 1970 stagflation era, residential real estate outperformed stocks and bonds on an inflation-adjusted basis. Remember the lesson of the Great Financial Crisis: liquidity matters. When market stress increases, cash reserves allow us to avoid forced selling and potentially capitalize on opportunities created by tariff market dislocations. The current tariff environment represents one of the most significant restructurings of global trade in decades. These policies create complex economic ripple effects that touch every aspect of your financial life. By understanding these dynamics and positioning our portfolios accordingly, we can transform trade uncertainty from a threat into an opportunity through diversification, strategic sector allocation, and a focus on income generation. Until next time, this is the Wealth Squad, and don't forget to get money by income. If you found this breakdown valuable, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and drop a comment below telling us how tariffs are affecting your investment strategy.